welcome to my farm. I came out one day last week and had this huge gash on his jaw. I don't know what happened. I mean, usually when I see a wound on another donkey, I automatically blame Jasper, but this was definitely not Jasper, and it was a huge gash. I thought I was gonna have to call the vet. Sometimes it's really hard to get my vet out here. So I decided I'll try to treat it myself. I cleaned it out. Luckily, I've been working a lot with handling Earl, so he's okay with my hands all on him. And so what I did to heal this wound up, I started using my Comfrey salve, which Comfrey salve is very healing. So it's not just to repel flies. I do put a little bit of cedar essential oil in this and a little bit of lavender, which is also very healing, antibacterial. And of course it repels flies. And when you've got a wound, you want to repel flies, definitely. So I started using my Comfrey salve, and that kept the flies away and it kept it clean, but it wasn't healing. I mean, we were having like another heat wave through Tennessee last week, and it's really hard to heal wounds when it's hot and humid. So I started adding like a couple of drops of frankincense essential oil, and I used Young Living oils. I would put a little bit of this in my hand, a couple of drops of this, and then the next day his wound was looking so much better. It had shrunk down. It was no longer looking like he was going to need stitches or anything like that. It stopped draining. I just wanted to do this really quick video on some wound care, because if you live somewhere where you can't get a vet out to you, it's really hard. The Comfrey salve, not only does it keep flies away from your donkey's legs, their bellies, sensitive areas under their eyes, it also keeps it away from their wounds. And if you've got a really bad cut and you need something a little extra, sometimes the right essential oil added to it just, it works wonders. I can't believe how fast the frankincense combined with this really helped him. And over the years, I've treated wounds with different essential oils, different salves, and I'm always amazed at how well they work. My vet is also amazed at how well they work. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, you've got my Comfrey salve on hand that you've made, some essential oil that is good for wounds, something that you can try to help out your donkey. If they've got in the field and got cut, or another donkey's bit them or something, because it happens, especially when you got big rough boys like I do. In Patreon this week, I do a lot of Liberty stuff with Earl. We work on desensitizing him, starting to desensitize him and build confidence around quicker movements. And this week we work on starting him taking a look at the trailer, because he's not real keen on the trailer. So I'm starting to get him used to the trailer. So we worked on that, starting his trailer training, since I couldn't put a halter on him or any kind of side pull because of that wound. So, but we still got some work in, and we made some progress, I'm happy to say. If you don't have the recipe for my Comfrey salve, you can find that in my shop, and I'll put the link in the description. If you want to see Earl's training, I highly recommend doing confidence building exercises to quick movements and things like that, because you don't ever want to be in the barnyard and stumble over something and your donkey panic and bolt and maybe knock you even further in the dirt or something. My goal with my donkeys, and Jasper, Traveler, Walter, and other donkeys I've trained, but especially the ones that's been with me a long time, I can do jumping jacks around them and they won't move. And that's how I want them to be. I want to be able to make any movement. If my clumsy ass falls, I don't want them to run, freak out, step on me while they're trying to get away from me, If I scream because I got stung by a wasp, I don't want them to like turn and kick out or anything. I want them to stand there and be like, oh, that's my silly owner. It's just how she is. So I do a lot of confidence building with my donkeys just around how humans move. And when I first got Earl, moving around him quickly was a no-go. He freaked out if I moved quickly, if my hand moved quickly. And even now, he'll look at me suspiciously, like, he don't like that. And it's like, I might raise my hand and swat at a fly. I need him not to react to that. So I do all kinds of what I call city slicker broke. I have a lot of different exercises for stuff like that because it's very important that my donkeys don't react to any quick, like unexpected movement I might have at any given time in this barnyard. So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. Highly recommend you have some of these things on hand because when you have donkeys or any kind of livestock, wounds happen, unfortunately, and it's just good to be prepared. So, hope you guys are having a good one, and I hope you're getting to spend some time with your donkeys this fall. Y'all have a good one.